Hello folks, this is the Black Weasel, and today, I'm just gonna simply talk about, Kaidou from One Piece. In chapter 107, chapter 795, and the narrator talks about how, he suffered 7 defeats, and he lived his life tortuously as a criminal. And he attempted suicide on a number of occasions, so, the main thing here is 7 defeats. So I'll probably we'll just take a shot in the dark and figure out the 7 people who could probably defeat him. It's not just pirates themselves, but also marines as well. Starters, I'll say San Wan Wolf, the colossal battleship, and the reason why that is because he's the biggest thing to walk the earth, and I figured that he'll use his size towards his advantage in order to fight Sheik, in order to fight Kaidou the Beast. So, bigger is not always better, but biggest, yeah, it's definitely a problem. Second person is Monkey D. Garp, the grandfather of Luffy. No, he's around he's around in the 70s, I believe, and he captured the Power King on numerous occasions. He was able to defeat over a guy whose bounty is over 500 million berries with one punch, which is Don Chinjao. So that gives them a major bridge to see how strong he really is. The gap. This is Garp, this is Chinjao, and he just smacks him with one punch. And that was the whole end of it. Person number 3, I'll go with Shiki, and the reason why that is because he's the captain of the Golden Lion Pirates, and he's real good with assembling a pirate armada on a Grand Line, especially in the New World. And during the movie, I didn't watch it myself because I never got around to doing it yet. But he was able to defeat Zoro. He was able to defeat Zoro and some other people. And he almost defeated Gold Roger, even if it now wasn't for the rain, the real major thunderstorm that happened during the Battle of Edward. Fourth person is probably is obviously Gold D. Roger, because you need to become the Pirate King. You have to defeat everybody else and conquer the seas at the same time. So he was able to escape from Garp numerous times. He's like Ace, but he has a lot more experience. So yeah. The 5th person would be Sengoku, and the reason why I say that because he's also another big shot marine during the time when Roger was alive. So there has to be some sort of good force in there as well. It's not just the admirals themselves, but he was there along with Garp in order to restore the peace. And since he's named Sengoku the Buddha, he has a Zoan type devil fruit. And so I'll have to take a guess and say that Sengoku's power has been awakened because if a person's been in the Marines for very long time, since I don't know, give or take 4 decades, then he has to be real strong in order to take on Kaidou. He's a living creature, but Sengoku can become a living creature as well, but I'm pretty sure that the devil fruit hasn't taken over him yet. But I really know that he has his powers being awakened. It's not just been shown yet, but you guys get the point. The 6th person who could probably defeated Kaidou a while back is Whitebeard, and the reason why I say this is because he's the strongest man in the world, and he's the only man who can equally tie Roger. So if I had to guess, Whitebeard defeated Kaidou a while back. And don't forget, 2 years ago in One Piece, like he was at 72 years old. Now he's dead. And 22 years before that, this man was at age 50. He was able to fight on par with Roger himself. And since Whitebeard wanted a family, I don't think he had like any interest in becoming the Pirate King, because all he wanted was a family. And last but not least is the World Government Commander-in-Chief Kong. And the reason why I say this is because like he was a fleet admiral 22 years ago when Roger was still alive. He was the head honcho of the whole Marines, commanding over Sengoku and Garp. He wanted to promote Garp to admiral in order for him to become like a major, well-known force. But Garp wanted to just be an vice admiral just so that he can do anything that he wanted. So he's like a good version of Roger. I don't know that Kong probably defeated Kaidou, because from the name himself, he probably has a devil fruit where he can turn into a monkey, because hence the name Kong. You have to figure out where the nicknames come from, because it's what they usually do in general. Sengoku the Buddha, yeah, he would turn into the Buddha god. Garp the Fist, he punches people left and right, so he's probably mastered Bushu, hockey, beyond that. So yeah, you guys get the point. And for Whitebeard, I forgot to say this, but he probably held back on his devil fruit powers, because he could destroy the world, but he I think he used his devil fruit powers at a Marineford War only like, I don't know, 7 times, I believe. One was to like cause the big ass waves at first. Twice was to tilt the world. 2 times, 2 additional ones was to smash Marineford War. The 5th time was to defeat Vice Admiral Bronze. The 6th time was to beat the shit out of Sakazuki. That was the 6th time. And the 7th one was when he like was landing in a plaza and fired off his. He used his Bacento. So yeah, he uses the devil fruit 7 times. Now, I'm pretty sure it's Awaken. If a man like who's fought for like on a bunch of decades had it by himself, by his side. So yeah, Kong can become a monkey. I know this. Yeah. Yes. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's who Kaidou lost to.